What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett from Rants, and as always with me is my co-host Lance on audio. Say hi, Lance.
Hey guys.
As always, guys, if y'all enjoy our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. We're on the road to 1,000. We hope you guys will help us get there. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a video over Agatha Harkness or Mephisto. Who is the better WandaVision villain? Or who do they need Mephisto in WandaVision? Or is Agatha Harkness good enough? What do you think, Lance?
I think the lady who plays that character is good enough for right now. I don't think we need to bring Mephisto in at this point in the series. Now, if they continue it to season 2 or season 3 or whatever they decide to do with WandaVision, because everything's so up in the air right now, we don't really know.
Yeah. I actually think
then maybe they could bring somebody like that in, or
Yeah, I think Catherine Hahn, who plays Agnes, or Agatha Harkness, I feel like she does a good enough job. Like, she plays a likable, fun character that is, of course, evil, but not evil enough where that, you dislike her character. She's not a Joffrey. She's someone that's really, if you think about it, she's actually the best MCU villain out there, because a lot of the villains that they've had, except
I will say she's been the most enjoyable for me.
Yes. Like, I enjoyed, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Thanos, but Thanos, when you start really digging deep into his motivations, killing half the universe because his planet starved to death makes absolutely no sense.
Well, my issue with Thanos was I felt like there was build up, and then it wasn't really that much to bring him down.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, they made him into this like powerful villain, and then all of a sudden, he just gets taken down so easily. Like, I personally just felt like he was kind of a wasted towards the end. But I think Agatha Harkness is perfect in her role. Like, she doesn't have to be all powerful. Do what?
Yeah, and like I said, like earlier, as far as Mephisto goes, they could save him for like the Loki series where it would make more sense. Or they could bring him into the WandaVision thing if the show continues further than what we think it's gonna.
I mean, if there is a season 2, I really think that he would be, like you said. Then you could bring him in there, but I still, at the end of the day, I don't feel like they need to get rid of Agatha Harkness, even if there was a season 2. Like, don't kill her off after season 1. Like, I feel like she could be used in so many different manners.
It's like, don't do all this build up and then the whole shock value of it being her to just be like, okay, we're going to defeat her in 2 episodes.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. Like, I feel like there needs to be something like instead of doing this one-off character thing, in all the different phases of the MCU, we had a build up to Thanos. I feel like, she would be a great character that could build up to somebody like a Dormammu or something along those lines, or Mephisto, Nightmare, any of those big baddies for Phase 4 in the MCU.
Yeah, and I'm still not convinced that Nightmare is not going to be a part of this right now. I'm still not convinced that Pietro isn't Nightmare yet.
I mean, I'm not convinced either that they're not going to be something. I still think there's going to be at least one more shocking thing that's going to go on.
There's got to be, the season's not over yet, and they're not just going to give us all the answers that they can possibly give us. They're going to have to leave us with some shock value.
Yeah, every time that I feel like I know this show, or I know the way this show's going to go, is like next week completely totally destroys everything that I thought.
That's exactly what I said in that last review we did. Was every time I think I figure something out, the next episode I'm like, what is going on?
I know, and it's so weird. Like, it's such a brilliant show. I mean,
this is my favorite show out there right now.
Yeah, I think and that's one thing that we did here on Rants or Us. I remember when we did that video all those months ago about what is your favorite series or movies that's coming up. Like WandaVision wasn't even on our radar. Like it was like
No,
Loki series, you know.
Loki series and Falcon and Winter Soldier series
Yeah.
was on my top.
And
And I, even when WandaVision first came out, you're like, you gotta watch the show. You gotta watch the show. I'm like, okay, I'll watch the show.
yeah,
I watched the first couple episodes. I'm like, what the hell do you have me watching?
I know, and I know, and it's like,
But that didn't last long. That didn't last long.
and it's like now I'm so addicted to it. Like I remember watching episode 1 of WandaVision. I was thinking, it's kind of weird, but it's not enough to keep me going.
When I first started watching it, I was like, okay, I hope this is like a one and done type thing. They're just like doing this little thing to bring in something else to introduce us to their episodic series of Marvel. And now I'm like, oh, keep this going. Don't do me like this.
Well, I know. I almost think to myself now, what is the point of, I thought WandaVision was going to be a build up. The series were going to be build ups to movies, but now I'm like, you know what? You don't need a build up.
Even to other.
They're just good on their own.
Or even build up for another series, like I thought.
Yeah.
But I think they've been so successful with this, more successful than they ever imagined they were gonna be.
Yeah.
And so now I don't think Marvel even knows what they're gonna do yet.
No, I mean, I think Marvel has a gem on their hands that they probably weren't expecting. I think that
absolutely, I absolutely would agree with that.
I think Marvel was thinking, okay, these series are going to hold people over. But no, now these series are what people are calling for. I mean, so I expect a lot more series in the future. I know they have a lot planned out, but it would not shock me in the next year or two if you see, more and more MCU series out there. More than what, movies. I really don't think there's going to be that many big movies that's going to be coming out for the MCU. Like, at least not interesting ones, not ones that are going to grab people's attention. I know people are looking forward to Doctor Strange, but, I'm more interested in WandaVision right now, to be honest.
To be honest, so am I. And a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, I would not have said that.
No, I wouldn't have either. I mean, we have been so conditioned as viewers to be excited about movies more than series. I think the only series that people can say that they've been excited about was like Game of Thrones. But besides that, nothing's been lived up to movie standards.
For a long time now, I've been bigger with series than I have movies. Like, I just, because I got to where I felt like I got more for my money out of a series than I do a movie. Like, yeah, I mean, you charging me however much for a 2-hour movie and then charge me the same price for a 22-episode series. Like, I would prefer the series. Like, and that's just me.
Well, yeah, it's like everybody's, so excited about the Snyder Cut that's coming out. I'm like, I'm not interested in seeing a movie I've already seen. I'm just not excited about that.
I mean, I'm going to check it all out.
I'll check it out, but I'm not like overly excited about it. Just because you add a few more cutscenes into it, I'm not going to be like, oh, wow, that was worth, the money that I had to pay for it. Like,
but my thoughts are purely the way this show has progressed and the way it is progressing. I personally think that they're just fine with Agatha. I don't think they need Mephisto, and I think that if they brought him in too early, it would almost be a bust.
I do too. I kind of feel like it would be a bust, but it wouldn't do Agatha Harkness villain
any justice.
Yeah, any justice.
And I don't think it would do the fans of the show justice. Like, we're already so into this. Why are you going to change it? Why are you going to screw it up? Basically?
Exactly. I mean, it's like nobody's calling for, at the beginning of this series.
But Marvel,
for Mephisto. They're not doing that anymore.
But Marvel is notorious for giving us what we don't want.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
so
and look, I just feel like this is the one villain that Marvel has made that I connect to. And I hope that they continue on with her. She is. I mean, she has just done a. The actress who plays Agatha Harkness has just done a. Catherine Hahn, I think is her name, has done such a fabulous job
Well,
playing Agnes Harkness that
the acting,
I'm just amazed by her acting. Do what?
the acting period on this show is much better than what my expectations were for a show like this.
No doubt. Like I mean, I remember thinking to myself, like, I didn't even know who Elizabeth Olsen or Paul Bettany or any of those characters was, and now I'm like, I like these people. Like, I like everything that they are. I like Randall Park.
Now
I
do wish they would. I do wish they would kind of give us a little bit more of the Darcy and Jim. What's his name?
Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo.
His name.
Yeah, I do wish they'd give us a little bit more of that.
I do too. I think that they would be better off. I would like to see again.
But
we made a video here on Rants about that.
But I'm also looking forward to seeing what's going to go on between Vision and Darcy now too. So,
do you believe that Vision is going to be back? If there is a season 2, do you believe Vision will be back, or is this the end of Vision?
Man, I really don't know.
I think we'll see some kind of incarnation of him, but I don't believe that Paul Bettany is going to be back as Vision. Is the way I look at it. I kind of hope, there's a part of me that kind of hopes that I'm wrong. I kind of would like for a good ending for the Vision, Wanda, result. I would like for it to end in a positive note, but I don't really see that happening. I just don't really see that happening, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think that if they plan to continue like with another season, they would almost have to, because if not, what are they going to change it to Wanda TV? Yeah, it can't be WandaVision anymore.
I could see maybe her trapped in it and trying to get out of it for season 2, or maybe trying to get her children back, something along those lines.
Something.
Yeah, but overall, I think that's about all my take on it. I don't think they mean Mephisto.
I think that early on in this season, I would have gave you a completely different answer, but this stage, I don't think he's needed.
I don't think he's needed. I think Agatha Harkness is good enough.
Nor do I think he's wanted.
Do what?
And nor do I think he's wanted at this point by
I don't think he is. I don't think
general population.
Yeah, I mean, this show could end with just Agatha Harkness, and no one would complain about it. Everybody, I think, would be actually pretty happy about it. I know at least I would. But
I would.
But yeah, as always, guys, thank y'all so much for watching our video, and let us know in the comment section what y'all think. Do y'all think that we need Mephisto or a Nightmare in WandaVision, or do you believe that Agatha Harkness is good enough? Let us know, and as always, guys, take care.